Hey, my name is Hassan Habib. I'm a student consultant. Today I'm shooting this video for you. So I would like to urge you that please take pen and paper, and whatever I'm about to share with you, please write it down and practice according to my instruction, and I promise you you're gonna pass your writing test. So today I'd like to give you 5 tools that's gonna help you a lot to pass your test, and I'd like to give you 3 additional tools that's gonna help you a lot to extend your words in writing. So before that, I'd like to give you what's the target to do today. So you have applied for a specific university, and they are inviting you to join video conference call, and they're gonna give you writing, and they're gonna give you 3 questions, and you have to write down, let's say, more than 1,000 words. So let's say for each question you have to write down 350 words, and when you see you have to write down 350 words, probably you became a bit nervous, a bit stressed, but don't worry about that. I'll tell you how to write it, and if you go through this process, if you listen to me and apply it, you'll be able to write more than 350 words for each question. So I'd like to tell you exactly what you need to do. So write down the name of the 5 tools. So number 1 is what, number 2 is why, number 3 is how, number 4 is when, number 5 is where. So I repeat: what, why, how, when, where. So I believe that you have written this. Still, if you can't write, then pause it and write down 5 tools: what, why, how, when, where. So once you have written, then you have to write down 3 more tools. That is a story, evidence, examples. A story, evidence, and examples. So 8 tools. If you use, you'll be able to write more than 350 words for one question. So now our ultimate goal is to write down 350 words. So usually we write down 8 to 10 words for a sentence. If you'd like to write a sentence, you can give it a try. You will find out 8 to 10 words on an average we write for a sentence. So that means we have to write down 35 to 40 sentences for each question. And once you can write 35 to 40 sentences for each question, then you have written 350 words. That's our calculation. So you have to follow exactly what I'm saying right now. So first of all, you need to use these 5 tools. You need to ask 5 questions to the topic, and I'll give you the example and I'll explain to you right now. And on the top of that, you need to try to create some sort of a story, you need to bring some sort of evidence, and you need to give some sort of example. So the 3 things you need to do as well. So number 1 is you need to create a lot of stories. Number 2, you need to give some sort of evidence, and number 3 is you need to give some sort of examples as well. So let's say our topic is your course. So the question is, why have you chosen your course? For example, it might be business management, it might be health and social care. Let's say business management. Why have you chosen business management? So now what I'm gonna do, I'll ask this topic 5 questions. So what course have I chosen? Why have I chosen this course? How I'm gonna study this course? When I'm gonna study this course? And where I'm gonna study this course? So I'm asking 5 questions to this topic: what, why, how, when, where. So exactly the same thing you need to do. You need to ask 5 questions to the topic. So what course I'm gonna study, why I'm gonna study that, how I'm gonna study that, when I'm gonna study that, and where I'm gonna study that. So I have asked 5 questions. Now I'd like to give you answer. So once I'm gonna start the answer, I'd like to make an intro. So that means introduction. So I would like to study business management because a lot of reasons I'd like to tell you. But before that, I'd like to tell you a story. In my childhood, when I was studying class 8, and I attended one of the programs, and I have listener of the CEO of the company, and in his 20-minute speech, he said about his education, then about his great results, and then he said how he found a job, and also he also mentioned that because of his education he found that job easily, and after that how he became CEO through his hard work. And once I heard that, and I made my dream that one day I would like to study at university, and of course the business course, and then I will be CEO in the long run. And that's what that was my dream, to study at university in business course. And now I'd like to tell you the practical reasons why I'd like to study in business management. So first of all, I'm a family person. I have got 2 kids and wife, and I have got a part-time job as well. So there I'm working as a salesperson, and I believe that if I study this course and I become graduate, that's gonna help me a lot to boost my confidence. And also once I get the certificate from university, my company, they will appreciate it and they will give me the credit. And once, of course, I'm going to learn a lot of things, and I'll increase my knowledge and skills, and that's going to help me to grab the next position. So that's the reason I have chosen business management course. And also I'd like to give another reason why I'd like to study, why I have chosen to study at university. I have got 2 kids, as I told you, so I haven't got any the higher education. So once I can tell them, I can suggest them to study properly and get a good results. But leaders, they lead the team. So instead of suggesting them, if I lead them, if I go to the university study, and that's gonna influence them a lot, and that's why I have chosen to study at university. And how I'm gonna achieve my dream, that's the thing now I'd like to tell you. And one day I was scrolling my Facebook, and I have seen advertisement from hassle-free education, and I rewind it. I watched this video 3 times, and after that I asked myself, should I give my details to these guys, and whether they're genuine or not. And however, I have gone to the review, and I have seen there are a lot of people they reviewed, and more than 250. And then I said myself, well, if these 250 people believe them, so I should do as well. So I put my details, and someone called me, and he introduced himself as a student consultant. He gave all the information, and I came to know that I have to go to the university only 2 days in a week, and still my husband, he's supportive. So I made my decision that I can drop my kids to the school in the morning, then I can join to the my university, and my husband can pick up them for 2 days. As he works full-time, he can manage his job with his employer. And this is how I have made my decision. And I think I have lost a lot of time in my life, and I'm not that much young to go to the school like regular people, like 5 days in a week. But this is the great opportunity. That's why I'm thinking I'm gonna study my course in September. So I know I'm in lockdown, and this time I haven't got anything to do. So I'm focusing myself to go to the education, and I believe that after lockdown, when everything becomes normal, I'll be the head of game, and I'll start studying my educational journey. And this is how next session I will join my educational journey. And as I believe in Manchester, I know where the campus is, and as they explained to me, it's not that much far. It takes only 20 minutes from my house. And I think in the morning, as I told you, I can drop my kids and then go to the school, and they have got plenty of parkings nearby. And after finishing my course, then I can come back, and I can do a lot of things. For example, I can still work part-time, and I can support my family as well. And this is a huge opportunity for me to change my life through education. And finally, I'd like to say I believe that I will be selected for this course and at this university, and this is how I'm gonna change my life and reach to my destination and hit my financial goal. So I think if you count down all the sentences, it is more than 35 to 40 sentences, and you can add more stories, you can add more examples. For example, I can add, now I'd like to tell you how I can add more stories on this writing. So I can give an example. You know, where I work, I mean, there are 10 employees in a small company where I work, and out of 10, one manager, 3 supervisors, and we are 17 members. And you know the funny story is, last month one of the managers, he decided to leave this company, and the CEO, he decided to pick up one from 3 supervisors. And you know, I was thinking probably someone gonna be the next manager, but I was wrong. You know, the CEO, he decided to pick up someone else who's smart and who is educated one, and that influenced me a lot as well to study at business management. I have another story, and I can give some sort of example that, you know, one of my relatives, so he studied in business course, and he doesn't have that much education when he started, but after 3 years, you know, he finished his education and he was trying to find a job, and from the beginning, as he didn't have a lot of experience, so he was struggling. But however, he started from the very beginning, and in 5 years time he became the manager, and now he is happy with his life, and he has got a very good designation to tell people, and his family is proud of him as well. So that influenced me a lot. So you can give a lot of examples and evidence as well. This is how you can write more than 350 words. Now I'd like to recap the whole thing. So our plan is to write down 350 words for one question, and for this reason we're gonna use 5 tools: is what, why, how, when, and where. So, and the next 3 tools is, we need to create a lot of stories, we need to give some sort of evidence, we need to give some sort of examples where I can. And once we do that, then we need to make some sort of summary that finally I'd like to say this, and end. So this is how we can write down more than 350 words. Now I would like to give some sort of examples as well. I mean, if your course is health and social care, what are you gonna say? So the same thing you're gonna start. I'd like to tell about my course. What I would like to study is business of health and social care, and the reason I would like to study health and social care is very interesting. And you know, due to COVID-19, you know, NHS staff, they became hero, and even every day, every week, I mean on Thursday at 8 o'clock, people go outside and they clap for them, they respect them, and this influenced me a lot to become a healthcare professional, so that in future I can work for NHS. And now I'm giving you the practical examples why I'd like to study health and social care. First of all, you know, I have got a small family, and I take care of my children and husband as well. I manage my family, and I believe that, I mean, on the top of that, when my children will be grown up and I haven't got anything to do, and I must be bored. So in that case, now I can go to the university and I can take the course, and I can be ready for the future. And that's why I would like to study health and social care. The main reason is, as I love my family, I can take care of them. I believe that I can take care of others as well. And the second reason is, as I told you, that this sector has got a lot of demand. I mean, if you go to the for the searching of the job, you will find a lot of people. I mean, they're hiring right now. Even COVID-19, there are a lot of people, I mean, out of business. There are a lot of people out of job. Still, the NHS people, healthcare professional, they have got the job, and still they're looking for more people to work in this sector. So that's why I've chosen to study in health and social care. And now I'd like to tell you how I'm going to finish this course. And you can give the same story, or you can tell them, you know, one of my friends, he is studying there, and one day I asked him, I mean, where are you going to? And he said, I'm studying and I'm going to university. And I was surprised to know that. And he is more than 40 years old. He's going to the university, and he's fulfilling his dream. And I asked him a lot of questions, and finally he introduced me with one of the person who helped him to get into the university. And then I got a call from that person, and he gave me all the information. He helped me to prepare myself to get ready for this thing, and now I'm confident enough, and then I believe that, as I have got some sort of skills, like I can write, I can speak, and I'm very passionate about this studying, so I believe that I can go through this course and I can study. So give a lot of stories, give a lot of examples, give a lot of evidence. So next thing you can say, how I'm gonna achieve this course, you can tell the exact story or make your own story, and then I'm gonna start this course in September. So during the lockdown, I will finish all the procedure and I will be ready to go for the next session, and I will be ahead of the game. And finally, I believe that as I live in nearby, I don't have to struggle to go to the class on time, because it's not that far, and I have to attend the class twice in a week. And my husband is very supportive, and my children, they're understandable. I believe that I will get a lot of support from them as well, and this is how I'm gonna finish my course at this university in this campus. And finally, I would like to say, I will be one of the hero joining NHS in future, and that's my dream to accomplish the goal, and that's why I'd like to study health and social care to become a healthcare professional. That's it. So once you can say a lot of things, and finally I'd like to say still, if you don't understand and if you need some sort of help, give a call to your student consultant. If you are from Manchester, then you can give a call to Adam, Yera, or Amir Hala. And if you are from Birmingham, you can give a call to Abu, Anjali, Mohima, or Rinki. They will be able to help you over the phone. And if you are from London, then you can give me a call 0743-208-9544. Finally, I'd like to say, if you believe that this is going to help a lot, then give a share and subscribe our channel to update for the next updates. So thanks for watching this video, and I'd like to appreciate a lot for your time, for your courage to change your life. Bye-bye.